This is Mohammed Rafi Ansari, and you are watching Triple M Tech. Today we are gonna discuss about the Python installation and the PyCharm Community Edition setup. Okay, so these are the following steps those we are gonna perform today in order to install the Python on the machine and set up the PyCharm Community Edition. And this we are gonna do on the Windows machine. Okay. So first of all, what actually we need to do in order to install the Python, we have to Python type the python.org on any of the browser. Give me a moment. So you can see these are actually the steps. So for Python installation, we have total 3 steps. First one is the python.org is the site from where we can choose the Python version, and whatever Python version is required for your requirement for your as per your requirement, you can download it. And once it is downloaded, okay, you can install it on the machine, and once the installation is done, then you can set these variables. Okay, system path variables. So these are the two variables we have to set for the in system path variable. These are the two locations which we have to set, and once it is done, then we can start working with the Python. So let me just go to this file. Give me a moment. Sorry guys, my machine is a bit slow. So you can choose any of the browser, okay, and just need to type the python.org. Once the site is open, okay, you can go to an download section, or you can simply say this is now available. Okay, so you can click here, but I would suggest you to go to download, and this is the latest version 3.10.5. So the latest version is 3.10.5, and you can read about the major the new feature and compared to 3.9. So the way you have the different information regarding this 3.10.5 version. So you can see the installers. Okay, so if your machine is 32-bit, you can download the installer, otherwise you can go for this installer. So my machine is 64-bit, so I'm going for the Windows installer 64. Okay. When you will click, the download will start. Okay, so 3.10.5 is python.exe is downloaded. Okay, once it is downloaded, you can go to your download section. Give me a moment. So here we have this file. I already have the Python installation on my machine, but for your installation, what you can do, you can simply run on this python.exe. Just double click. There are two options. One is the default install now, and the second one is customization installation. Okay, so I would recommend you to go for the customization. Okay, so it will ask like for the documentation. I don't think it is needed. If you want this documentation about the Python, you can choose this option. Otherwise, you can uncheck, and you can go next. It will ask you the path. Okay, you can change the path if you want to install. I would recommend you to install for all the users. Okay, so this will be your path. Okay, then you can go for the installation. I won't install it because I have already installed it on my machine, so I'm gonna cancel it. Once the Python is installed on your machine, okay, you can simply give me a moment. You can come here in Windows search option, just type the Python, and once the Python is open on your machine, you can go to Python location. Give me a moment. Simply open it. So I'm searching where I have installed my Python. Okay, so I'm looking for that. Give me a moment. So let me check the Python variable in my when my Python is installed. I'm checking that. Give me a moment. So it depends. I mean, where you have installed the Python. Okay, the simple path for this, like, give me a moment. So this is the path. Okay, which you have to set up in your system variables. Okay, C program files, Python 3.10. So if it is 3.10.5, so this will be Python 310 uh, backspace backslash script backslash. Okay, so these are the two variables actually you have to set up in your environment variable for your environment variable. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm just checking. So you can open it. On my machine, I think the environment variables are not set up. Give me a moment where I have set up this. Yeah, on this machine it is not set up actually. But this is the recommended setting which I'm telling you. Okay, so once your Python is installed for all the users, okay, this will be the path where Python will be installed. Okay, so you can go to these, you can take these path and you can set up in your environment variable. It's quite simple. It's just you have to do this environment variables, go to system path, open it, new, this, these two path you have to set up for your Python. For my case, it is not actually, because I have installed, I think, the Python for not for all the user. So I have installed it with default option. That is the reason I have not set up it, but it is actually required. I mean, whatever is the path where Python is installed, you have to go to this path. Okay, so these are the path variables which you have to set up, and after that you can check the version. That is the third step, to ensure like the Python has been installed on your machine successfully or not. Okay, so for that what you can do is simply you can type the cmd. Once it is opened, just type the python version. This will let you know what Python version is installed on your machine. So in my case, it is 3.9.13. And if you want to, start the Python, you can simply type python.exe. It will start your Python. If you want to print something, let's suppose so you can type hello Python. So Python is working. I mean, it is very easy language actually to learn. So today's agenda is to install the Python and the PyCharm, do the PyCharm setup on the Windows machine. And once it is done, in the next session we will start working on the Python programming. Okay. So now what we have to do, the second step is the PyCharm editor, which is the community version I'm going to install on the Windows machine. Okay, so for that what we have to do, you can choose this. You can take this URL, go to Chrome. The URL, hit enter. This will navigate to PyCharm editor installation. Okay, there are two versions, professional and the community. Community version is free, and you can use it for your Python programming. Professional version has some additional feature, built-in feature, which is very handy features like the HTML, JSL, and SQL support they're providing with the professional version. What you have to pay for that. So I would recommend you to, if you are going to start with the Python programming, or you want to learn the Python, then go for the community edition, which is free, and you can simply click on it. This will start downloading your Python PyCharm community. You know, yeah. So it has been started. Give me a moment. Let me cancel this one. So I'm not going to install, download and install, because I have already installed the PyCharm on my machine. Okay, so I can show you how it looks like, and how can we open the PyCharm editor. So this is the PyCharm editor. It is a very easy and handy editor for code debugging and code, script development. It's taking bit time to open. So this is the look and feel for PyCharm community editor. Sorry guys, I have already opened lots of projects, so it's taking time to load it. Okay, but you got the idea how it looks like. Okay, so you have different options. I mean, so I will simply run one program from here. Okay, give you some ideas. There's same statement. So for that, I can give me a moment, okay, guys. So do we have any? So let me just create a project, simple project. Okay. For that, let me just test project. Simply right click on it, click workspace where all my projects, Python projects are kept. So I'm gonna right click on it, new. Let me just run, create a file. So first test. So this is my Python file. My machine is a bit slow actually today. I'm really sorry for that. So this is the first test.py screen, and you can simply run the same program. Okay, print statement. I'm gonna print hello Python. So to run this program, simply click here. This will print the hello Python on the console. Okay, so why it has not been run? Because this, see, it is the different program is selected, okay, which is having some error. So I'm gonna run it from here. Okay, just right click on the program and run it. Perfect. So it is working. So hope you guys have the idea how to install the Python on the machine and set up the PyCharm editor, and to run a simple program through it. In the ongoing sessions, we will discuss about the Python programming. Okay, so I will let you know the different concept of Pythons, and we will start progressing on them gradually. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.